Hi everyone, Stanton Jones with ISG. Demand for software as a service continues to grow at a really amazing clip. Here at ISG, we see very strong demand from our clients to help them evaluate, negotiate, and contract for software as a service, especially in areas like HR, collaboration, and IT service management. That said, buying software as a service can be considerably different than buying traditional on-premises software. The services component of the SaaS delivery model means that financial, contractual, and operational considerations are now just as important to evaluate as are feature comparisons. So today we're going to hone in on a few of the key financial considerations that we often see either stall or derail SaaS evaluation projects. The first of these is the concept of prepaid services. Most leading enterprise SaaS providers today will ask for a significant amount of cash upfront, sometimes up to 50% of the total contract value. As you can imagine, for a large SaaS implementation of 100,000 users over multiple years, this can be a significant amount of cash. What's different here, though, is that oftentimes, and in fact most of the time, this is viewed as an operational expense and not a capital expense, given that you're buying a service and not an asset. So the accounting treatment of SaaS evaluations can have a really significant impact on the ability to move the project forward. Additionally, SaaS providers will ask for payment to begin as soon as the contract is signed, rather than when the software is implemented. This runs contrary to most traditional enterprise software implementations, whereby clients get an opportunity to pilot or test the software before fully committing to make sure it fully meets their requirements. The real kicker, though, to this approach is value for money. If, for example, a client signs a 36-month SaaS contract and starts paying on month 1 and spends month 1 through 6 implementing, and it's not live until month 7, they're really getting 30 months of value of the software but have paid for 36 months. The second key financial consideration that we see often derailing SaaS evaluations has to do with price increases. Many SaaS providers today will ask for the price to increase in the out years of the contract. This runs contrary to more traditional outsourcing projects whereby the cost decreases over time as the service provider implements productivity improvements. SaaS providers will ask for this price increase usually in two ways. Number one is through a consumer price index or CPI index adder. They'll also ask for a static amount, a fixed amount to be added to the overall price in the out years, or sometimes even both. The third and final financial aspect that we see impacting SaaS evaluations is the concept of baselines. Most leading SaaS providers today will require clients to sign up for a fixed number of users, either for a year or for the entire term of the contract. Clients can, of course, add users to this baseline, but can't go under the baseline during the term. This creates risk for enterprise buyers that are concerned about a business downturn. If they have to reduce headcount, they obviously want to reduce the headcount on the SaaS platform and therefore not pay as much for the services that they're getting. With this baseline concept, that makes it very difficult for enterprise buyers to do so. So what happens here is we've got quite a bit of dissonance created in the marketplace between the promise of cloud and the reality of SaaS. The promise of cloud says that you can pay for what you use, you can scale up and down easily and enjoy a really low level of commitment. The reality of SaaS says that likely you will end up prepaying for a fixed number of users over the term of the contract, which oftentimes can be multiple years. So if you're in the process or thinking about evaluating an enterprise SaaS solution, be prepared to throw the cloud hype out the window when it comes to the financial and commercial aspects to the evaluation. SaaS does provide some really amazing benefits to customers, but today, in terms of the life cycle of SaaS, the financial aspects are still heavily weighted towards the SaaS provider. I'm Stanton Jones with ISG.